Way back in 1940, the British had decided to partition India because India was refusing to help in World War II unless Britain promised independence. Britain wanted to keep an ally in the region against Russia. So in 1947, they created Pakistan, a Muslim country in exchange for loyalty to Britain. Each princely state of India was given the option to either remain in India or to join the new country of Pakistan or to become independent. British army officers played very dirty. They wanted to keep a base in the region from which they could bomb Russian infrastructural targets and access China. So they encouraged Pakistan to try to take over the state with this geographical advantage, Jammu and Kashmir. Having faced terrible violence from Pakistan, it was very obvious to the King of Jammu and Kashmir that he should join India. The accession to India was signed by both the King and the British Governor of India, bringing it irrefutably into law. But once again, the British Army officers played dirty. 5 days after the accession, they arrested the governor of Gilgit Baltistan and forcibly planted the Pakistani flag on Indian soil. The Indian army tried its best to take back the land, but its new Prime Minister Nehru, stopped them before they could take it all back. His second big mistake was diluting the unconditional accession of Jammu and Kashmir through Articles 35A and 370. Jammu and Kashmir is as much a part of India as, say, Kent is in Britain. It is very, very wrong for it to be referred to as Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. That is like saying British-occupied Kent. It's ridiculous. The only part that is occupied is Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, and it is an illegal occupation. The land rightfully belongs to Bharat. At the end of the Bosnian War, thousands of terrorists were planted in Jammu and Kashmir by Pakistan to create instability, with the aim of reaching even further into Bharat, stealing even more land. It crushes my heart to tell you that 800,000 Kashmiri Pundits were thrown out of their homes overnight in 1990. Many Hindu women and children were raped, and all ages and genders were murdered. India pumped money into Kashmir, and on the face of it, and compared to some other Indian states, it actually looks like it's performing quite well on economic metrics. But this conceals a very dark truth, that this wealth is concentrated in the hands of a very few Muslim families and ISIS businesses. The common people, however, have not been experiencing development. It is dangerous for them to go to school. The Hindus making pilgrimage, visiting the sacred temples of the region, have been killed many, many times. The Raghunath Temple Library, which houses 20,000 of the rarest books on Hinduism and Bharata culture, has twice been targeted by suicide bombers. Prime Minister Modi and his government have done a very right thing, reorganising the state and bringing it under tighter central control. It has all been done without loss of life, testament to the fact that the common people have really had enough of the false narratives and the false promises. They just want peace and progress. Ladakhis are dancing. Tears are coming from their eyes with happiness. As always, the truth is a far cry from what Pakistan, the media, and even the Labour Party here in the UK are portraying. They are out making that India is violating human rights of the people of Kashmir and that they should be given a referendum. Nothing could be further from the truth. The law is very clear and prescribed by the UN. India had every right to take the decisions it did. In fact, Pakistan has passed so many acts and agreements on the land that it occupies illegally. How dare it say anything about what Bharat does with its land?